Hello and welcome everyone. This morning I saw something funny on the internet. I was listening to George Clooney, and my mother grew up down the street from George Clooney. Actually, she was his school teacher, his kindergarten teacher, and his nanny. And, so whenever I see him pop up on the, on YouTube or whatever, I like to click on it and just see what he's up to. And he told this funny story. He had his 51st birthday recently. And, he talked about, he has twins, I think twin girls, and they're pretty young. And so he said on his birthday, he was up at 2 a.m. taking care of his sick little girls, and he brought them in the bed, and pretty soon they were, kicking him and pushing him, because sometimes when kids come in the bed, they sleep, like, I don't know what the right word is, perpendicular, to you. And he found himself like right on the edge of the bed. And I had to laugh, because sometimes I think of the life of a movie star. Often we imagine if we were rich and famous, what that would be like. And I just really smiled, because I saw that, here was George Clooney on his birthday, and Jimmy Kimmel, the talk show host, was like, well, what'd you get for your birthday? And, George is like, like pretty much nothing. And, like, I'm old, I don't need anything. And I was just laughing, because I saw myself in him. Almost every night I have a little girl that comes into my bed, and she sleeps sideways and starts kicking me, and pretty soon I'm on the edge of the bed. And then what George said is, well, then I just get up and I go and sleep in the nursery, and I get up and I go sleep on the couch. And this is the experience of being human. If you're rich or if you're poor, if you're a star, or just a normal, ordinary person like you or I, there's difficulty in life. There's difficulty. Just because we're on the spiritual path, that doesn't mean that our kids don't get sick, that we don't get sick, that life somehow stops. But what does change is when we choose to consciously be on this path. To meditate every day, to give yourself over to God. The difference is you are open, you are connected to something greater. And so during these times of difficulty, you take it less personally. You take the difficulty less personally. And beyond this, beyond having less reactivity, you find yourself living in a world of grace, a world of love, a world of spaciousness, despite the difficulty of life. And this is the beautiful thing about practicing in the world. Is that God doesn't just live in the ashram, in the monastery. If you open your hearts, if you open your minds, if you do what we're learning to do here, if you open the crown chakra, you find that God, the Divine Mother, is with you always, if you like. If you like. And so I think, where I'm a little bit different from George is that I think when things get difficult, he smiled and often speaks about, reaching for a glass of, whiskey or bourbon or, whatever his drink is, and that helps him to calm his nerves and to let go of his day. And, while I do come from a long line of alcoholics, I'm going to side with the Buddha and say there's another way to live, another way. And so that's what we're doing here this evening, is discovering this other way, reminding ourselves that we can open, we can receive this grace, we can live a life that is holy, holy and divine, outside of the monastery, outside of the ashram, that we can experience what Christ said. The kingdom of heaven is here, all about the earth. Christ said, yet no man seeth, but let us be, the women and the men who join Christ in this realization of what's here, this great gift of what's here. And so I invite you to close your eyes if you haven't already. And we'll begin by taking deep, full belly breaths. Giving ourselves full permission to unhook from the day. To unhook from the chains of samsara. The chains of busyness, the chains of agenda and expectation, just giving ourselves permission to be here. Be here. So what does it mean to be here? We're giving ourselves permission to relax the body. When we have a busy life, all the chains of samsara, the chains of the collective consciousness plug into us. Whether we work at a hospital or a construction site, as a counselor or a mother, there's this great force of habit. And as we're sitting together, I invite you just to imagine just unplugging from all of those energies. Giving yourself permission to unplug from the outward life, the bills, the technology, the relationships, the past, the future. We're unplugging from it all. And yet simultaneously, we're taking some deep, full belly breaths and giving ourselves permission to feel into your subtle energetic body. This most holy temple of the 7 chakra centers. So I invite you just to feel a gentle spaciousness and emptiness, which is actually the natural state of the mind. And relax the throat chakra, the jaw, the throat, the face. And allow awareness to descend and awaken in the heart. Now just breathing in and breathing out. Just feeling what's here. Breathing in and breathing out. And feeling the quiet radiance of your heart, the quiet radiance of your being. Just noticing this very gentle sense of aliveness in your heart, your belly, solar plexus, arms, the hands, the pelvis. Breathing in and breathing out. And gently smiling at your divinity. So often in life when we're busy, we find ourselves fighting internally with ourselves, fighting with the critic, the inner lawyer, the judge, the planner. Fighting with the thinker. But in this moment, I invite you to smile at yourself, to feel your radiance, and smile. Experience your goodness, your innocence, and smile. So yes, we're breathing in and breathing out and giving ourselves full permission just to relax and let go of the day. Let go of the week. And inwardly smile at this goodness that you are. Just feeling your aliveness. Allowing the whole subtle energetic body to wake up. Feeling radiance in the ball of your feet, the ankles, the calves, the shins, the knees, the hamstrings, the quads. And just gently asking ourselves this most powerful question. Am I holding any tension in this human body? And if so, I'm inviting you this moment just to surrender. Surrender this tension, any heaviness, any busyness, any pain or confusion, any emotional energy, any story or thoughts. I invite you to surrender it all. And so join me in just taking a couple deep, full belly breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Just feeling the spaciousness of your true nature. This quiet, intelligent, awake, aware presence. Noticing this gentle love and innocence of your beautiful heart. Feeling this quiet yet profound strength in the belly. And just breathing in and breathing out. Surrendering any old pain, old wounds, old heaviness. If there's any fight or just surrendering it all. And just feeling this silence, this infinite silence, embracing you. Silence and radiance, the very fabric of your being. And just breathing in and breathing out. And so from this space of openness and humility, I invite you all to join me in just envisioning this bowl of receptivity on top of the head, the crown chakra. And within the center, a lotus flower. And it's welcoming this grace from above. Welcoming this light coming down through the space of the crown, flooding the space of the mind, flooding the third eye chakra, And right away, you may feel this wave of holiness coming. Nothing you need to think about here. You're giving yourselves permission to be open, fully open, receptive, fully receptive. For some of you, you will feel this brilliance, a feeling of 10,000 suns waking up in the space of the third eye. Infinite radiance. So we're breathing in, breathing out, the most humble way. Saying, Lord of light, Lord of grace, come into me. Have your way with me. Deep, full belly breaths. Gently receiving. Inviting this grace to descend down through the throat chakra, into the heart, the chest, the shoulders. Breathing in and breathing out. For some of you, this light may come with a great intensity, pushing the limits of your inner being. The invitation is, can you expand? Can you grow with this light? Can you expand and become greater? Than what you previously knew yourself to be. Just breathing in and breathing out. Feeling this grace descending deeper and deeper into you. Feeling it coming down the arms, the hands, throughout the torso. The pelvis, the legs, the feet. Totality of your being. Being blessed. If any of you find yourself lost in thought, lost in thinking, join me in opening, surrendering, feeling, directly experiencing, receiving what's here. Receiving the immensity of this moment. Deep, full breaths. Divine Mother, come into us fully. Flood us with your grace. Let no stone get in the way. Let no stone be unturned. For some of you, when the light comes this intensely, resistance may arise, blockages in different chakra centers. This is okay. This is normal. If there's any tension in your body, we surrender this. We say, Lord, you help me to let go. You take this pain, this struggle, this fight from me. If there's anyone you need to forgive, we forgive them. Come into a place of compassionate receptivity. Compassionate receptivity. We're compassionate with our own resistance, with our mind, with our shadow, with our human self. There's a place within that's grouchy or grumpy or fighting, or feels hurt or wounded or sad, or vulnerable. We surrender it all. Say, Lord, you come into me. You bless me. your light, your love, your healing grace. You bless me. Deep, full belly breaths. Welcoming this descent of grace. Breathing in and breathing out. From head to toe, fully open. It may feel as if heaven is giving birth in you, as you. And as this grace descends all the way down through the pelvis, the quads, the calves, the shins, the feet into the floor, we welcome the Divine Mother in matter, Mother Earth, to wake up. And we invite this ascent of grace. And so you may just feel this gentle receptivity, the bottoms of the feet, this very gentle stream of light coming up through the bottoms of the feet, the calves, the shins, the legs, and ascending upward. It's very subtle compared to this descent, which is very intense. So we're breathing in and out. Receiving what's here. Receiving. For some of you, with this intensity of light, you may just notice a little egoic agitation. That's normal. Just old karma being burnt up. Old karma being cooked in this light of grace. So breathing in and breathing out, I invite everyone in the room to let go a little bit more deeply especially in the belly, the lower belly, the hara. And you let go there. Give every aspect of yourself permission to wake up and receive this immensity which you are. Do you trust God? Do you trust it's okay to let go? It's okay to let go. Give yourself full permission, sweetie, to let go. Dive deep into your consciousness. For some of you, you may feel as if you're right on the very edge. Can you let go? Take a leap of faith. Allow yourself to be flooded with light. Allow yourself to wake up to the fullness of what you are. Aru Perun Joti. Ani Perum Karanai. Vast grace light. So we are welcoming the hugeness of what's here. Waking up in us, as us. Breathing in, breathing out, and receiving all of what's here. Deep, full breaths. And so I can feel someone in the room is deeply struggling, deeply struggling in the heart chakra. If this is the case, sweetie, it's okay to lay down and just breathe. I invite you to lay down. Just place some hands on your heart. Just relaxing the heart, the body. Breathing in and out. Sometimes there can be a lot of fire that comes forward. This is common. The best thing you can do is just to relax. Relax the body. Relax the nervous system. Just remember, this is unto God. We're surrendering to God, not to death. Surrendering to God, not to our own death. So breathing in and out. Sometimes there can be a lot of fear that comes forward when the meditation gets this bright, this intense. So I invite you to gently smile and let yourself be held by the cushion, the couch, and trust, sweetie. So we're all taking some deep, full belly breaths. Collectively opening, collectively relaxing, and saying yes, yes. The body, the heart chakra, the throat, the belly, all of it can get quite tense, quite frightened on the path. And your job is simply to open, to breathe, to rest in this space of quiet innocence. So all of us feeling this quiet innocence which is here. Innocence which is noticing heat and brilliance and fire. This descent of grace, this ascent of grace. Breathing in and breathing out. And of course, if you feel any pressure in the body, any blockage, I invite you just to gently ask. Ask the blockage in the most loving, compassionate way. What do you need, sweetie? So that you can relax and open. What do you need? You can trust and let go into this vast immensity. And whatever your body tells you, whether it's safety or peace or love or a hug, give that to your body. Give that to this form. Give that to your nervous system. This is a radically transformative path. So we're inviting a great compassion to flood our hearts, flood our being. Lord, give us the strength to open, to receive, to let go, to trust in this higher grace, this transformative presence. Deep, full belly breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Just noticing. Very gentle, loving grace. Gentle, loving grace flowing over us. Deep, full breath, sweetie. Just relaxing. Trusting that even if it's intense, the way forward is through it. The more we resist, consciously or unconsciously, the more difficult it becomes. So we all just take a couple more deep, full belly breaths. Seeing this light shining out from your heart, blessing your friends, your family, those you know, those you don't know. Seeing this light spreading out over the entirety of creation. Over the entirety of creation. Gently smiling in your heart. Knowing that what you are is a bodhisattva, a conduit of light, a conduit of grace. And when you're ready, you can just gently open your eyes. And just noticing this quiet radiance everywhere. Quiet radiance. And so I invite you just to join me in looking around and feeling and seeing the spaciousness that's here. Feeling the freedom. Literally seeing divinity. As you inwardly transform, you begin to notice that the outward world transforms as well. As you wake up, creation wakes up. And so we're just noticing this and smiling at life, smiling at this quiet beauty, just right here, right now. So often we have a mind that's telling us the world is wrong, the world is bad, someone's out to get me, I need to be worried or frightened or distracted or whatever it is that people do. But when you give yourself this gift of being awake, you see beauty everywhere. You see that beauty is the natural state. And when you train yourself in doing what we're doing in meditation, of being open, we're welcoming this grace, pouring down into us, flooding us throughout our life. So we are awake to the natural state of beingness, the natural state of awareness, and simultaneously, this natural state, this natural Buddha nature is flooded with grace, with light, with love. And it's beautiful. And so I encourage you to make this your daily practice of being open, eternally open. And so wherever you are, just notice, is my crown chakra open? Am I being flooded with grace and light and love? Am I awake? Am I aware? Am I noticing the spaciousness of my nature? Or am I lost in thought? Lost in distraction? And for those of you this evening who were meditating, I saw, a lot of Kundalini people who were really, bobbing and kind of bouncing, and, lots of kriyas and intensity in the heart. Just soften. Soften anywhere there's tension. And I guess this teaching isn't just for Kundalini people, it's for all of us, but to soften anywhere there's tension, anywhere there's fear. And it's okay if you need to lay down. I'm not a formal Zen guy. I tried that, and sometimes things get a little too serious, a little too tight. It's like we get a little too uptight in Zen, and it's okay. If you have lots of energy and you need to lay down, it's okay. It's okay. And so, it's been just a pleasure joining with you all this evening and connecting in a deep way. I was speaking a little bit ago with Justina here, about the importance of meeting, the importance of Sangha, being a part of a lineage. Something deep starts to happen within your consciousness. If we're listening to, 8 different YouTube teachers a day, sometimes our subtle energetic body gets a little confused. And while I do value, all the great teachers, of this modern age, it's good when you find something that your heart connects with and just go deep there. Go deep there. And what you'll find is the whole energetic body will start to come in line. You'll start to feel the power of lineage. You'll start to feel the support of the group, even if we live thousands of miles apart. When you open this channel from above, it's like having the most incredible friend, the most incredible love, right there. Just one prayer away, just through saying, God, come into me. You feel yourself blessed. You feel yourself flooded. And so I encourage you, don't make this just a Wednesday night thing. Make this an everyday thing. An everyday thing. And so it's so good to be here with you all. So much love to you all. And I think, Melanie, you might have joined right at the end. Maybe you had or were you here the whole time? Okay, good. Yeah, maybe I just didn't see you on the video. So good. I'm glad everyone was here, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week. Everyone, take good care, and may peace be with you. My heart is with you all. It's with you all. Good night.